Hey, what is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Well, in today's video, we are going over Solana as it makes an absolutely amazing attempt at recapturing this support and resistance channel in which we did lose yesterday. Now, of course, over the last few months, we have seen this channel right here, this yellow and yellow channel, just really acting as strong support and strong resistance. Even whenever we would see a deviation away from it, when Solana got parabolic, whenever it was time for the price to correct, it came right back down to interact with these levels. And as you can see, we found some resistance, we found some support, and we have attempted to find some support as well on these levels. And so what we can see right now is, if we do zoom into the 1 hour charts, is that Solana is looking to recapture that line. It is trying so hard to not establish this resistance and to flip its way back into here to reestablish it as support. And so what we can see is that as this is going on, there's a few different things that may happen over the next 24 hours or so, and we're going to talk about all of them, and I'll of course give you my expectations, anticipations, and more. So what we're looking at for Solana right now, the biggest and the best case scenario right now is, again, that we do recapture this level. Okay, we want to re-enter back into our channel, and I do believe that if we are able to break back into this channel and establish some support, that we will see a big push towards $200. Now, one of the biggest reasons that I do have this strong feeling this will happen is due to our VPVR. Now, if we were to re-enter back into our channel, I do believe that we would have enough support establishment to get us over the $160 level. Now, you guys can see that due to the fact that this is a very significant level based off of average trading volume, that if we were able to get above this, there is a strong chance of the price being able to roll down this hill, as we can see here, working its way back up towards some of these key resistance lines up towards the top here. Okay, if we were able to get above $160, there is very little that is stopping us in terms of average volume and in terms of resistance from reaching back up towards the top of our channel as we did back here. And so best case scenario that happens right now is that the price is able to get back up towards, I would say about $155 puts us in there. And if we get above 155, we're looking to clear 160. And if that happens, I would definitely personally be going long, anticipating some type of move back to at least around $189 to $196, looking at some type of possible play of over 20% there. So that's best case scenario. So of course, if we do see this break into the channel here, definitely do be on the lookout for that $160 level, as this will serve as a really strong level of last strong level of resistance before seeing some type of continued move to the upside. Okay, now of course I will never just give you guys best case scenario and just not give you any of the bearish scenarios that may play out. My whole goal here for this channel is to give you every single scenario that might happen, the ones that I think are the most likely to happen, and what I would do in response to them. So no matter what the price does, if it goes up, if it goes down, you are as prepared as possible. Now, in the event in which we do see the price find resistance here and start to roll, right? So say we do something like this. What we need to be, make sure of is that we are able to stay above $137. Now, $137 was the level that we talked about in the last Solana video, in which I said we don't want to lose that level. If we are to lose that level, there's a strong chance of us falling back towards $120 to $125. The reason being that just like this peak is going to be the last level of resistance before we likely roll down this hill of average volume, we can also see that this peak right here will be the last level of support before likely rolling back down into this valley somewhere around $122. Optimally, of course, we do not want to see that, and I think if we do go as low as to fall below $138 to $137, I think this drop here becomes more and more likely, which could be some type of fall of up to over 11%. Okay, so the level in which we want to watch out for at the moment is $137 on the downside. If we start to see something like this and we're bouncing, that's fine, but the moment we start to get the daily close below this level, do anticipate we may be looking at some type of extensive fall towards $125 to $120. Now, I really don't want to see this happen. Of course, we can be looking at some type of big bounce to the upside off of that, but optimally speaking, we don't see that happen. And the reason being is because we want this to be the start of our new Elliott's wave, right? Now, what I mean by that is, coming up off this big move to the upside, we saw a bit of an ABC correction in which we saw our A, our B, and our C, an establishment of a bottom here right around $111. And then we started the uptrend. Now, of course, this is an uptrend because we are still setting some of these higher lows and higher highs, which is a textbook uptrend. And so what we want to see is that we can confirm this as the beginning of that new wave, meaning we could be looking at something like a 1, a 2, a 3, 4, and then we put in that 5 up towards $200. Now, the way in which we would break this, the way in which we would confirm that this is not that start, is if we come back down to lose C. Okay, if we come back down to lose this C on this Elliott wave, this ABC correction here, we would then be saying that, okay, this is indeed not a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but rather some type of, long-term A, B, C, D, E correction back down to the downside, which could just still further lead to even more downturn. Okay, and so what this means is that if we are to lose $136, $137, the chance of us coming back down to retest this C level get higher and higher, and we don't even want to be within that danger zone of possibly losing all of this momentum and this possible uptrend in which we have started. So again, best case scenario right now is that we do work our way back up into this channel, as we look to be doing right now. Look for that close and look for that establishment of support. Worst case scenario right now is we come back down and drop 137, and from there we absolutely want to find support above $120, so we don't start to cancel out the possibility of our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Elliott's wave theory up to the top. Okay, and so basically what we just need to be paying attention to at the moment are these two key levels. Look for 160 and be looking for 137, as we talked about in the last video. If we can get above 160 and establish support within this channel, I am personally expecting to see a move back up towards $200. Okay, if we look at our Fibonacci extension levels, what we can see is that we have this 1.618 sitting right around $200, right around October 18th or so. So that's about 6 days away. And I do believe that if we were to able to establish some support in here, that over the next 6 days we could see some type of climb towards that $200 level, as well as where we would be looking at our previous highs that were set on that $200 mark somewhere, right here. Okay, and so with that being said, look for us to enter our way back in here. That would be absolutely optimal. If we do see some type of bouncing and consolidation, of course we will find some type of structure will form there, and then we'll start to look at breakouts. But realistically, once we do breakout past 160 or 137, that's going to tell us all we need to know about where the price is going in the short and midterm. And so of course I will update you all when that does happen. And so with that being said, keep an eye on these levels. I think that they are going to play a significant role in the development of the price for Solana in the next few month or two. And so I will of course be letting you know as soon as anything major does happen. Do stay up to date as possible by smashing that like button and subscribing to the channel if you are new. And whenever you subscribe, turn on all of the notifications so you never miss a video. But with that being said, of course, I will see you all very soon in the next video. You have an absolutely amazing day, and I will see you all next time. Peace.